Hello, my fellow cartoon fanatics. Time to talk about what's happening on the cartoon community or anime community because there have been some very weird hot takes and sort of kind of controversies of a simple post who passed total of barely 1.8 billion views, having sort of conversation calling out the guy, what do you mean, die anime? Sort of making kind of poke or fun of a pretty please I don't want to be a magical girl. The reason why, according to him, is that it doesn't feel like a magical girl. The animation is kind of okay. The art style feels sort of stale. Nitpicking a lot of things. Yeah, he still say he kind of still likes it, but still, this is not for me working. And the weird part is, all he thinks he said you can easily be explained just googling, researching, just for me 5 or 10 minutes, you'll find the answer. But yet he stuck his guns and posted it saying, magical girl, please, I don't want to be a magical girl as sort of a die anime. Even that, you have to admit, that's the most dumbest take ever. Even that there have been the last Avatar, even that would be the original Teen Titans, even that has been other similars like Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magic Girl type of shows or more Western type. They actually nail the performances. I think one of the most fake die anime, the most popular, and the one people are basically high praising is Captain Mikey, because Captain Mikey is a Western production. They knew about the genre, understand it, love it. Even that also was a very cheap production, but yet people adore it because how much they understood it. Even that they went in the extra step, hiring basically professional voice actors only do anime dub. They actually voice it. In fact, the main villain or the fake villain that slash actor was the same guy who does Goku. It's just so out of pocket, weird, and hilarious because everybody understood what this was and have that love respect on it, making sort of a Western take. That thing is beloved, even that only lasted a few seasons. People would die in hell defending it because it's just so likable and charming. And this is the thing I don't understand. There is no such thing as a died anime. Even Japanese people are adoring Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical. They were hyped. They realized this indie project would actually get reanimated, more better animation by a studio who likes the creators indie project. That itself is how much respect Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl has getting in online, and yet you have people saying, well, it's not die anime. But that's the thing, it's not the first one who says this. This is like probably the first one who kind of blew up. If you search online seeing what people are saying so out of pocket things that I was sort of kind of shocked. I was like, why are you saying not a good show? Look, I'm fine if you don't like the show, but I'm not fine if you're just making up stuff. If you don't like it, that's fine. You can describe it. Look, it's not for me. It's not working for me. But saying it's not a good show, that is sort of more questions than leave answers. And this is the thing that people call out this person who posts this saying, are you racist or being an asshole, or are you just here to get rich bait? Because honestly, we don't know what this person trying to say. The only thing you can't say, it feels he's trying to be racist, but not trying to admit he's racist. But yet, it's all about your opinion. And as of even that, he actually attempted to comment it. I posted it, if you read it right in front of your faces, you could really accept what he's trying to say, but yet it feels he is avoiding the answer. And that's the thing that pissed off, I think, most of the fan of animation. Even that I hear weirder stuff like it's sort of making fun of the tropes or making mockery of Magical Girl because they're disrespecting it. And that stuff feels almost idiotic. It almost feels this is sort of a hot take from a anime tourist. And some of you don't know what that actually is, exactly what it sounds. It's basically a tourist going in foreign countries and believes he knows or she knows or they knows the most about it, and they brag about it, but yet everything they say is completely wrong because they only spend 1 day. And this guy or this person is that he is or she is a anime tourist, someone who believes he knows everything, but yet when you try and google it, you can find the answer is pretty clear. There is a genre of Western cartoons. I basically love anime and deliver. And I'm not just saying Magic Girl Squad that was sort of hated because how mean spirited really was. Even that they easily explained behind the scenes, they kind of forced them to throw this out because in the pandemic, even that the people really do like it, even that the hatred just so over exaggerated. It's still a good show. Of course, it's made for the adults. That's super obvious, but they do endure it. They did not have time to polish all the jokes, all the stories. But once more, even that there is a specific genre of Japanese that was exactly like that. There are a dozen of them, some on a high quality, some low quality. Even that, I was shocked people keep saying more stupid stuff more than that. But I don't know how you felt about this, because there is more things to talk about. Before I do, my name is Rachel. I like to talk about animation, not just animation to reviews, first impressions, cartoon theories, or sometimes, if I have some spare time, cartoon breaking news. Of course, if you like how it's going and like to help my channel, pull a like, comment, and subscribe. That's the only thing you need to do. If not, that's fine. If you do, thank you, because I'm getting close to my main goal of 2,000 subscribers, and I'm getting close every single day of people like you. People who like, comment, and share. Thank you. Now let's break down of this sort of kind of weird controversy calling it die anime. Now let's get started. Now this is a take from an anime tourist, because how much weird takes became of this, because this sort of blew up and everybody have his own odd, almost out of pocket takes that doesn't really make sense. Like for example, like saying, well, they're not like anime, or kind of it's something the original genre, even that the genre gets stale, you have to think outside of the pocket and reinvent itself over and over again. In fact, there is one particular anime that was, I think it was last year, they blow up a sort of challenge, Hasbro tell how you make adult cartoon hilarious, funny, but using the magical girl sort of genre. That would be Penny and Stocking. That is sort of reverse everything you think about a magical girl comedy, and they do it well. Even that if they miss, they do apologize, but not every single joke lands. Even that, do not take us serious, because our political views is sort of whacked, because that's the point. And that's the thing that make Penny and Stocking just so genius. Even that this anime tourist says it's sort of die anime, they still use the anime die anime version of it, because it was inspired of one of the most crudest cartoon that Comedy Central ever made, called Drawn Together. This simple cartoon aspired two anime creators went to America to do sort of business transaction, turn on the TV and watch this specific cartoon. They blow their minds how crazy it was. They want to take their own take in Japan. Even that, they knew they're not allowed to, because they're very strict about laws, especially in sort of the entertainment interesting. The things they're about to say or do, no one will pick up, only if they decide to basically censor it pretty well. And they took the risk, and you know what? They barely make it out of it because nobody wanted it. In fact, it was like the last minute that someone saying yes. So it's sort of mind blowing. They have this close to basically shutting down their own project nowadays. But yet someone took a chance, and it kind of blew up in a way. It kind of tripped and nobody make noise. Later on, it became sort of a cult classic. Even now, the reason it got a season 2 is because of the streaming wars. Even that helped so much, making this Pacific anime as successful as can, because season 2, because they don't have no more censorship, they do whatever they wanted and actually succeeded even more. All thanks to a very raunchy, over top cartoon made in America. And you understand, the more I keep breaking down, the more I explain to you, you realize diet anime is kind of a stupid sort of term. Even Japanese, who likes the original cartoon they making fun of, pretty please I don't want to match a girl, they even promoted it. They even are excited having a reanimated version of this indie project. That says a lot, even that once again, you just need to Google it, you find out there is a total different type of genres. Even anime has its own versions of it. Learning Angel Doko-chan, if I say the name correctly. If you're not, there's the sort of the image of the anime who sort of make opposite idea of a mature girl who slaughter her crush again and again because she's jealous. And yet that sounds more American than Japanese. Even that this is actually based in a manga they made an anime. In fact, there's another one that is more better, more beloved, and more out there than you ever believe, especially called A Nurse White Komushi. I know I missaid that. I do apologize. Here's their name. I'm not gonna try again because I will butcher it. But other than that, this anime is more American and Japanese because our main MC, she is technically a loser, a person who failed cosplay, a person who failed being an idol, a person who failed being an actress. And yet her rival is sort of a whore who sleeps with every single director to promote her own career. On top of this, she is complete unaccompanied, same the day, because she's not really that interested. In fact, she's mostly drunk. But yet they make it a positive turn to make this sort of magical a magical, because at the very end of a soul magical type of genre, it's the positivity to understand, yeah, things do not go the right way, but you keep moving forward because sooner or later something positive will actually happen. Just stick to it. And that's sort of the mentality of dark comedy of the mature girl. The comedy of, yeah, it'd be weird they're grown as adult becoming a mature girl. It'd be weird if a guy became a mature girl, but yet they stick to it because they're the job, they have no choice, screw it. But yet it always this sort of positivity. And pretty please, it's the same thing because that simple anime accomplishes what the mature girl really is. Someone who is sort of magical but asks that question, should I continue it because I kind of fallen on a love, and yet it delivers. Even that I find more weirder takes that is sort of disrespecting the Japanese culture. Even that the creator is Japanese, he's half Japanese, half black, so I don't know where this sort of weird take comes from. There are also other things like the bean problem. If you don't know what this is, basically saying everybody have a smile like a bean. Even that it was inspired by, believe it or not, Miyazaki. Yeah, he's the one who made the bean sort of style very successful and very people want to copy because it basically was from Japan. That's sort of the art style. Even that the smile is not the reason why people hate it. It's just sort of, oh, it's just the bean style. Even that is so accurate. Watch every single film of Ghibli or any other film in Japan. Sooner or later, the smile bean mouth does reappear because it just sort of kind of show you the wholesomeness. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point of that sort of technique of a bean smile is. It's not thinking bad. It's the fact these people want to have nitpicks of things that still they can easily look it up and Google it, and yet they chose not to. They want to complain and they think they're right. Even that most of the time, most of these sort of animators is completely wrong. It's almost like, why you like this? Like, you have no opinion, because usually this type of people only watch 1 or 2 anime, even that only the most popular ones, and you realize they're not really anime fans and start complaining like One Punch Man season 3, the famous slide scene that they didn't have the money or time to actually animate it, and start complaining. Every single anime just turns saying this is your first time, because this is pretty normal in the animated community. You will see very choppy animations. It's not because they have the money or luxury, it's just because that's how they were structured. Sometimes they don't have time. Even they do have money, they just sometimes don't have time. That's what they say. You have to be passionate to make anime, passionate to understand the genre, passionate enough to understand you have to give time to other animators to maybe prove of their own work. But yet people want to complain and pretend they know everything, but yet they don't want to do the research or do the homework. But I don't know you, how you felt about this. Do you knew of this controversy? You understand what's going on, or this is the first time you actually hear it? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Bye.